Welcome Mangalagawa, Wargotbiragwa, Daranigimala, Goelwa, Naranigimala, Gunamichandawa. I'm a Larrakia woman of this country. My Larrakia name is Joining, and Joining means hermit crab. My language is Gulumoerrgin language, and that term Larrakia is a term we now use. But in the old days, we referred to ourselves as Gulumoerrgin people. Gulumoerrgin is also our language. So this place here we call Mindil. Yeah, so Mindilingwa or Mindalgwa.
There aren't too many language speakers left, so it's very important for us as young people, Larrakia people, to be able to learn it and speak it really well, because you're speaking the language that your ancestors spoke.
This place here is called Mindil Beach, or Mindalgwa, or Mindilingwa. There's all the big names for it. So in Gulumoerrgin language, Mindil actually means shoulder. So they say it's the shoulder of the ancestor. So the ancestor is Darriba Nungalinya, and all around Darwin is all different body parts to do with Darriba Nungalinya. So the name that's being used now for Darwin area is called Garamilla, but Garamilla is the beautiful white rock that you see around in Darwin. When people were coming into Darwin, they could see the white rock in the distance. Mindil Beach was also a place where the Tiwi and Larrakia people fought. They say that this is where the Tiwi actually came to get wives, and they fought over wives and they were stolen from here, so that's one of the stories from this area here. This place here at Mindil is actually really important to us because it was a burial site back in the old days. When we bury our dead, there's always ceremony to do with it. So for the Pukamani poles, the Tiwi would have danced. For any of the Larrakia people, Larrakia would have danced, but as part of the funeral ceremony. World War II time, it was also used for the servicemen that passed away in the war. They were buried there temporarily and then taken back to Adelaide River for a proper burial. Our old people lived all through this area and hunted all through this area. And we still do today. So we get Danijara, which is the long bum, Damagula, which is a mud mussel, Dunyala is the periwinkle that's on the stems, and also the Dala, which is the mangrove worm. So the mangrove worm is like long, looks like a worm, but it actually tastes like an oyster. You get, of course, our mud crabs from in there, and then all your streams coming out, all the different fishes, including the barramundi. The name for mangrove is Merelma. Merelma. Guarikwa. The guarikwa is the name for the native bamboo. This plant here we use for like a mosquito repellent. You can put it on the fire, brush them up, and you smell that, it's beautiful. But the other thing that you can use that's in the mangroves that's really important is the mud. So when we were kids, if we didn't want to get bitten by sandfly or mosquito, we just get that mud, we paste it on ourselves all over from head to toe, and then you dry out and you're walking around with all this mud on you, but you don't get bitten.
Hopefully the more I learn and the more I nurture in that cultural understanding and be able to carry that cultural obligation one day and give it to our grandchildren.
Gulumoerrgin language was my first language that I ever had as a kid. So with that, Gulumoerrgin is really important to me. But I just love the fact that we have the language and it's here and it's to do with this land here. And with that, it's keeping the knowledge of our old people and keeping the knowledge through the next generation alive. So the term to say goodbye is the term we use is nagar, but that means I'm going.